Our goal with Assassin's Creed 3 was really, in terms of character, to paint a portrait of a man throughout his whole life. So we have a brand new hero in Rodin Hagedon, or Connor as he'll be known once he arrives in the sort of more western areas. And yeah, you'll see most of his life. So we really wanted to show his evolution from someone who's maybe not involved in either the revolution or the assassins, and tell the story of how that sort of comes together and why he makes the decisions that he does, and then even how it pans out.
The technology is a big thing for AC3 in a way that we've done a lot of improvement on key features, on our key pillars, such as navigation, the fight, and social stealth. So we've learned a lot from what the guys have done in ACR and ACB, but it's true that from a technology point of view, we branched off before they started to work on those games. So kind of taking the best practice from what they've done, trying to integrate them in our build. But it's true that at this point in time, it's a different engine from what the guys have shipped with on ACB and ACR.
There is a brand new combat system, so we put more emphasis on hopefully making it tight and effective and fun.
We'd like the players to feel like they're working toward one target or an assassination, and for that they have to be fairly stealth to do that action. So it's not so much a stealth action; it's a very assassination action, kind of thing. So it's subtle, but it's very different.
The hunting system is definitely dynamic, and we're trying to we call them magical moments, trying to create them as systemically as possible, so that there is a chance that wolves will turn up when you have a successful hunt. All the animals behave differently if you try to attack them barehanded, so to speak. So yeah, hopefully systemically they appear systemically, and then there's enough variety in the gameplay to keep them interesting.
The progression of Connor inside the AC3 game takes place across 30 years, so it's a big game. It's 3 decades. So I would be kind of spoiling a lot of good information if I would talk about how we make the player evolve through those three decades. But yes, it is a big challenge, but it's something that we wanted to do from the start.
Desmond is a key piece in this. In a lot of ways, in my mind, Assassin's 3 is the end of sort of the first arc, trilogy, whatever you want to call it, of the AC universe. And so we feel obliged to all those fans who've stuck with us since the start to sort of tie some things up. So Desmond's in there, he's more active than ever before, but I'm still banned from giving details.
Developing on the new platforms such as the Wii U is a great experience, and the one thing about the Wii U is obviously is a joystick device, and this has been challenging from a creative point of view. Like, it's not so much from a technology point of view, but from a creative point of view, it's been challenging. And fun. In
terms of the Americana, I can safely say that as an Australian working in Canada for a French company, the American presence on the team is actually quite light. We have a lot of Scots and Spanish and Canadians, obviously, and people from all over the globe. And the story we're telling, as always, is this narrative of assassins versus Templars. And even then, if you think about it, the story is quite a chunk of it takes place before the revolution, when even people who ended up being patriots and fighting for the American side still identified as British. So most of the game takes place where there are no Americans. There are British and Germans and French in the colonies, what is essentially a British colony. So in a weird way, all the targets are British, and in another weird way, none of them are. So it's a very complex question actually to answer, but you do fight people on both sides of the conflict, absolutely.
Is it to be one of us, to make the darkness your own, to feast on the souls of the living?